Hello traders, today we want to analyze Euro USD. Let's look at the chart. This is a 1 hour chart. There is no indicator in this chart, so we want to analyze only price action. The way I look at the market, as I've said in the previous videos, I don't check the candlestick patterns and the detailed and very zoom in view. I don't like that. That's why I use this bar chart. If you like candlestick chart and you look at the candlestick patterns and the pin bars and dojis and inside bars and all that stuff, you can use candlestick. For me, this is too much information. I don't need any of that because I look at the flow of the chart. I look at the chart as a river, you know, the water flows, highs and lows. I look at these lines, highs, lows. It's like a river. That's what I need. So I don't care about the single candlesticks or single bars. But if you like candlestick, you can switch to candlestick. The other thing that you must always check is the beginning of the trend. If you're a trend trader, you must know where the trend begins. So if you zoom in, you can see kind of we have a sideways market here. So these highs and lows, and the market break through this sideways market and a trend starts. So you must know the beginning of the trend. I put a line here. This is the beginning of the trend up there, and after that we have highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then market follows there. The end of the trend is down here. This is the previous trend, and after this line here, the new trend starts. Either is a sideways or uptrend, or it's a new trend. But if you're looking at the current market, the end of the trend is not confirmed yet, so the market is still going on. In this situation, the trend ends at down here. So you determine the beginning of the trend up there, but the trend is still going on. As you can, you're analyzing the current time frame, the current time of the market. Now you start by focusing on the highs and lows. As I said, this is a 1 hour chart, so this is our higher time frame. In the fractal trading, we check the higher time frame as a kind of a trend, and we find the best spot, and we take that spot to the lower time frame and follow the settings there, whatever indicator you use to find the best spot for entry. You have to mark the highs and lows. This is what I do. I connect all the highs and lows together to see the flow of the chart. This determining highs and lows probably is the most important thing you should do. You can look at the small ones or look at the big trend. Doesn't matter. Everything is based on your view of the chart. As you can see, market is still going on. So it's down there, another high. At the next step, I show you why we need these highs and lows. So the market ends down here and then goes back up, and then kind of a sideways trend starts there. So let's connect it there. So this is the flow of the chart that we have. Now we connect the highs because this is a downtrend. We connect the highs to find the trend line. So from the first high to the second high, we connect them, and as you can see, it goes on down there. Wherever the market touches, you can see there is one touch there. The second touch is down here. Why do we connect this one and not that one? See, you can connect that, but you don't need that trend line. It doesn't do anything for you. The market starts in the different kind of angle, you know. If you want, you can, but the too many lines on the chart will confuse you. So we need that one, and then market kind of doesn't reach this trend line until it's down here, the last one. Do we need all that? No. The second thing you should do, the high that touches the trend line, you can draw some kind of a fan lines. There's nothing else, so you can connect this one again. Still there's nothing else down here. You see, none of these highs touches the main trend line. So if we keep drawing from the first point, something like that, as you can do that way. So you can put this one here and then draw 2 more highs. This way is better. You see, you adjust your highs and lows to find the best possible points that you can draw trend lines. Do we need all these fan lines? Not at the moment, because this trend has ended. So you have a new trend. But if the market was at the current time, so you needed these trend lines. Whenever the trend line breaks, you kind of have a very good point of entry, and you can take it to the lower time frame. We're gonna draw some support and resistance lines. Many of you are confused with the support and resistance line. You draw too many of them, you draw them at not very good points. I'll show you how to do it. That's why you need highs and lows. You see, we have 2 highs here, so you can draw a line there. You have 1 more high, which is a lower high. You can draw the straight lines. As you can see, these 2 areas are very important. Market has kind of a stuck there, and then when it breaks through, it makes a new low. At the bottom here, you can draw another line. You can draw these lines. You see, market break through these lines, comes back to it, and then goes through the previous low again. You can draw another line. You can draw another. See, this is the best way to draw lines. Highs and lows. That's why highs and lows are very important. If you don't determine the highs and lows, your support and resistance line, your trend line is not going to be very accurate. Do you need all of them? No, I'm just showing you how to draw it, but technically you don't need all of these support and resistance lines. You draw from the previous high and previous lows. You can draw from previous highs as well. As you can see, the last 2 are very important. So whenever the price breaks through 1, if the price comes back close to that line, this is a very important position that you can take that to the lower time frame and take this trend down here. It breaks through, comes back up. This is the last, because it breaks the trend line. It's gonna come back and touches the trend line. Goes up, comes back, touches the trend line. You have a double bottom here, and then you can take this upward. At these 2 points and here, you can go to the lower time frame and find a very good spot for entry. Now, do you need all these? No. Technically, if you're live at the current time of the market, you need 1 high and 1 low. You need 1 support line, 1 resistance line. That's it. As long as the price is between these 2 lines, you don't need any other line. If you draw 100 of them, what are you gonna do with them? As long as the market, the price hasn't broken any of these lines, you don't need to draw other ones. So you need 1 at the high of the market, 1 at the low of the market. The market is within these 2 lines at the moment. That's the only support and resistance line you need. Now, some of you might ask, do we need any indicators? If you look at the chart, the most important thing, doesn't matter what system you use, doesn't matter what strategy you use. First thing first is the price action. If you determine the highs and lows and trend lines and support and resistance lines, these 3 things, any system you have, any indicator you have, will give you very good entry points. But if you don't determine the highs and lows and the kind of analyzing the market in the price action, doesn't matter what indicator you use, you will fail. I've tested many indicators without price action, none of them work. Yeah, you get some entry points, good ones, and then some bad ones, and then you lose money at the end. Price action analysis of the chart is the base and foundation of any system you want to make. Even if you can make 10 indicators, very complicated, you can find free ones everywhere. You go to Forex Factory, there are heaps of systems and indicators. But if you don't know how to analyze the chart in price action, you cannot make any money in this market. I've done it for many years. Probably you've done it for many times. You will keep changing your broker, you will keep changing your indicators, your system, but nothing works. You must learn price action first. That's how you win. Now, the other thing is that what is the best time frame to trade? It doesn't matter what time frame you use, as long as you have a higher time frame and a lower time frame. The higher time frame can be anything. It depends on how fast you want to get in or get out. If some people are okay with the daily time frame, some people are okay with the 1 minute chart. It depends. It basically based on your personality. If you're a scalper, probably you need charts less than 30 minutes. If you're not, if you're a swing trader, if you need a charts higher than a 1 hour chart. I look at the 1 hour chart and then I work my way down to the 30, 15, 5, and then I take my trades in a 1 minute chart. No difference between time frames. But if it's a stock, probably 1 minute chart is not good. So the lower time frame should be at least 1/12 or 1/15 or 1/20th of the higher time frame. Now I'm at the 1 hour chart. This is 60 minutes. My lower time frame can be 5 minutes or 1 minute. 1 minute is too much because 1 hour is 60 times bigger than the 1 minute chart. But if you go to the 5 minutes, 1 hour chart is the 12th time bigger than the 5 minute chart. So your higher time frame is 1 hour, your lower time frame should be 5 minutes. If you go to the 15 minute chart, you cannot trade on the 5 minute chart because 5 minute to 15 minutes is just 3 times bigger. That's not good. You have to go to the 1 minute chart. So determine your higher time frame first and then work your way down to the lower time frame. I hope you learned some good valuable lessons. Drawing a support and resistance line, you need to determine highs and lows. When you have a highs and lows, you draw some trend lines and then you can draw some resistance lines, support lines. Whenever the market breaks through one of these lines, it comes back. If it touches or gets close to that, you can take that point to the lower time frame, do the same thing, draw support and resistance lines, draw trend lines, determine highs and lows, but in the backward order, and then you can find a very good entry. Do you need indicators? Maybe, but technically this is the foundation of any system, any strategy. I hope you learned very good valuable lessons in this video. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm trying to teach some basic stuff to traders and help you to win in this battle. Subscribe to my channel. I will upload many videos every day. Thank you so much. Have a good time.